The cold mountain wind clawed through the darkness as Lieutenant Arjun Singh crouched low, eyes fixed on the looming silhouette of PT-1. The stars flickered like distant witnesses to the storm that was about to break. His men, turbaned, resolute, and silent, waited for the signal. The ridge ahead was held by the enemy, bunkers fortified with machine guns, troops of the 16 POK Battalion, and unknown traps scattered through minefields. They had two choices: flank through Flag Hill and delay, or strike straight at the heart, PT-1, PT-2, and Pir Sahib. The commanding officer chose boldness. Tonight, it would be fire and steel. At 21:30 hours, the first mine was cleared. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh, whispered Arjun under his breath. Then came the order: advance. Through the minefield they surged, Delta Company in the lead. A sudden burst of MMG fire crackled from the ridge. But it was too late. The Sikhs were already in the trenches. Grenades burst like thunder in the night. Lieutenant Arjun saw Havaldar Gurubaksh wrestle an enemy gunner to the ground, bayonet flashing in the moonlight. The enemy didn't know what hit them. By 22:15 hours, PT-1 was in Indian hands. The assault didn't stop. 30 minutes later, the PT complex fell. Yet as they pushed forward toward Pir Sahib, machine gun fire erupted from a hidden ridge. They were pinned. For 23 hours, the men of Warren Sikh held their ground, low on food, barely speaking, eyes fixed forward. At dusk on the 25th, the order came: take Pir Sahib. What followed was a nightmare of smoke, blood, and steel. It was a fight without distance, face to face, man to man. Arjun pulled a wounded comrade to safety, then led his platoon in a charge that broke the enemy line. Hand grenades lit the narrow trenches as enemies fled, leaving behind their weapons and wounded. At 23:35 hours, Pir Sahib fell. Richhmar Ridge belonged to the Sikhs. Arjun stood on the captured height, his uniform torn, his face smudged with blood and dust. Around him, his men raised the tricolor over the ridge. 6 of their own lay still, forever part of the mountain. 24 were wounded, but they had done the impossible. Against a larger force, fortified and prepared, they had struck with courage and lightning speed. Radio Pakistan would later claim the ridge was assaulted by 1,000 men. Arjun smiled when he heard it. They were not 1,000, they were fewer, but they were warriors of the 1st Sikh Regiment, and that made all the difference.